comes to weight loss, fat loss, muscle gain, insulin sensitivity is key. Here's some quick and simple tips that will help you along your way. Let's say I've been doing everything right. I've been eating good. You know, I feel like I've been keeping my calorie counts to a good level, and I'm trying to really drop the pounds. I'm trying to really lose that belly fat, lose that weight, and it's not coming off. Probably, and it doesn't mean it's 100%, but probably you're not sensitive to insulin. So one of the things we want to talk about briefly is how do we change that? So there's a few tips that I'm going to provide real quick that will allow you to basically become insulin sensitive, and that will help you kind of unlock that door that will help you lose those pounds, burn the fat, and see the results that you're going for. So this is going to be our cell, okay? So this is the cell. What we want to make sure we understand is that we are what we eat. So when I eat omega-6 fats, so from vegetable oils like cottonseed, soybean, which is basically in all westernized diets, all we really load up is peanut oil, everything, fried food. Even when we try to eat vegetables, it's usually cooked in, again, vegetable oil. So we get this mass amount of omega-6 fats. So what that ends up becoming is an omega-6 fat. So the omega-6s we're gonna have represented in red. And the reason why we have red is because it stands for stop. That's the cell. What this means is that as insulin starts to come in, so let's say we have insulin here, and insulin's on its way in, trying to get in here, it basically gets stopped by the omega-6, okay? So this is not sensitive, okay? So that is not sensitive to insulin. That is not how we will lose our weight. This is basically means that I'm not gonna have a successful diet. Okay, so that means that, what do we wanna do? Well, we want to have a successful diet. So what we need to do is create a different cell. Now, this is going to be our healthy cell, okay? So this is going to be the healthy fat. So we talk about more of omega-3s. So when I look at it this way, okay, omega-3s. So what are omega-3 fats? So we're looking at, and it has to do with the how it's bound together. We're looking at walnuts, we're looking at flax seeds. Those are ways from the nuts and the seeds aspect that you can get. Then we're looking at healthy meats, so we're looking at fish, we're looking at salmon, we're looking at things of that nature. When insulin comes in, it now can join, okay? So it's now allowing us to join. So this is how it's regulated. So our blood sugar can become regulated, and this will help me lose the weight and lose the fat. So that's gonna be our first one, which is basically becoming sensitive. So our first one is basically become sensitive, right? But it's through fat. So that's diet. The second tip is through training. So one of the best ways is resistance training, squatting, lunging, benching, pull-ups, chin-ups, all of those things, resistance training can help us become sensitive to insulin. The third thing is when we think about our cardio, okay, so we talk about a HIIT, so it's a high intensity interval training. So one of the things that we like to do is understand it's not a steady state of cardio. Small little bursts of energy. Things that are not steady state. We're not just running for 10, 20, 30 minutes. We're talking about, you know, again, I'm sprinting for a minute hard and then I back off a little bit, I recover. Or I'm on a treadmill and I'm doing bouts of energy where I'm sprinting, back off. Or I walk up a high incline, hard, fast pace for a minute, then I'm recovering slowly for 30 seconds. You know, things like that. Those are the things that make this successful. But again, it's not about being steady state. It's not about just staying and jogging and running. It's literally about explosion. So if we have a class, you could do something where you have heavy ropes or battle ropes and you're using ropes, and then you start using med balls, and then you get up and you sprint. Those kinds of things will help you become more sensitive to insulin. Now, the purpose of this video is not for us to give you this all of a sudden, oh, well, I got it. You know, this is to give you an idea of how do I start? Where do I start at? This is a starting point for a proper health nutrition program, not just this crash diet. this is gonna give you the tips, the small tips to basically get you going. Understanding that insulin is going to play one of the most pivotal roles. So look for the links below and go to functionalmusclefitness.com, read the article about insulin, and if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out, email us, and we'll be able to help you guys with your nutritional needs.